Again guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, Wales are finally making good decisions. Steve Tandy, the current head coach, has signed a new attacking coach, and I am so happy about this. I want to break this down. Please like, subscribe. It really does help the channel grow, and let's get into it. So, like I said, Steve Tandy, head coach of Wales, he's making a shift, he's making things happen, and he's making a very, very good decision here. He has brought in Matt Sherratt as the new men's attacking head coach. I don't think they could have made a better decision in relation to this. After the horrible spell of Warren Gatland, I think Wales went on a 19 winless streak, ended up going down to 14th place in World Rugby, the lowest that they've ever been. Wales have really experienced some big lows until they actually managed to get a win. And that was fantastic for Wales, because I've always known Wales to be one of those top tier sides. Although they are a small nation, they've always produced some of the best rugby players. So to have them that low, it was really sad to see. Now, with Steve Tandy coming in, brilliant defensively, he worked with Scotland, and honestly, I was hoping that Matt Sherratt would stay on as head coach, right? But obviously he went back to his duties at Cardiff, and I was not upset. I thought, you know what? Wales have been very shocking defensively. Matt Sherratt, in his tenure at Wales, he finally managed to get that little oomph. He managed to get that drive, that passion back out of Wales, because under Gatland, they seemed slow, they seemed flat, there was no attack. They had no teeth. Whenever they had the ball, they were going back, right? There was no going forward. They relied far too much on Jack Morgan, and it was an absolute shambles. The moment Matt Sherratt comes in, oh my word, we see a huge change. Now, albeit he doesn't exactly have the best record since coming in, but if you look at it statistically, yes, he did continue losing until they actually managed to get a win. But you look at the performances that he got out of those players in the time that they was in, night and day. We looked at a competitive side. We looked at a side that, put points on the board, a side that was scaring people, albeit they did lose. They were fighting for it. And that's the most that you can actually ask out of a team, right? Because ultimately the teams that they were playing in the Six Nations are no joke. But they put fight. They came in ready to win, and they pushed a lot of teams to the brink. So much better in terms of improvement. We saw, like I say, night and day performances under Matt Sherratt, right? Now I'm really looking forward to Steve Tandy, taking control, really making the team his own, and having Matt Sherratt coming in as the attacking coach. Cardiff, they did announce it earlier today that he's departing with immediate effect to join Wales. And yeah, not only do we now have defensively wise Steve Tandy, we now have a huge attacking presence in Matt Sherratt, who's already started to get things rolling with Wales. He's already got that rhythm. We've already seen a much more attacking, much more offensive side, which is lovely to see. There was a lot more fire, there was a lot more fight in terms of that. And then on top of everything, they've got a lot of players that are developing, that need to be used properly, right? But they also have Reece Zammit that's come back from the NFL, and the games that he's had, he's actually looked pretty good. So having him come back into the Wales side, I think he's definitely going to add a lot more pace in that back line. He's chunkier, he's a lot bigger, he's packed on a lot more muscle. So he's definitely going to be a much bigger force than what he was before. So it's going to be interesting to see how he fits back into the Wales side. But I think he is just going to, fill straight in. I can't see anybody that's going to take that spot. And then they're going to help, have the rest of Wales develop. But hopefully this is progressive steps in the right direction for Wales. I don't want to be seeing them making those steps backwards like they have over the past couple of years. They need progression. They need to get better, and they need more in terms of their youth. They need to be they need to have a much better system in place. Unfortunately, in terms of Wales rugby, it is rotten from the top down, but this is a very, very good decision in my opinion. Having Matt Sherratt come in under Steve Tandy, there's already that familiarity. Then you have the technical brain of Steve Tandy, of Matt Sherratt, and he's going to bring in a couple more names, so I'm interested to see who else he's going to bring in to complete his backroom staff. So I'd love to hear what your thoughts are in relation to this. Do you think this is a good move, having Matt Sherratt come back in? And do you think Wales can finally actually look at maybe stringing a couple wins in, straight after each other? So drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.